AD, go in.
It's your secret hideaway, a great place for ducking into when being persecuted by unscrupulous whores. Acrid fumes from the room fill your nostrils.
Go up, dumbwaiter.
The dumbwaiter goes up, revealing the phone parts which had fallen down the shaft earlier. While you're at it, you compose another unpleasant note on the back of one of the others, and slip it through the slot.
P.S. Get phone parts and hook them up to your phone.
Your phone is now 2/3 complete. It is ringing again. You're going to need that receiver.
AD, exit dumbwaiter. Open door lock with Tommy gun.
You throw your ring of keys at the lock. They jangle uselessly against the door. You're not sure what you expected was going to happen. You sure can be dumb sometimes. The ring of keys ammo is down to 90%.
Pick up keys.
You pick up your Tommy gun.
Use rope to escape office through window.
You won't need to use the rope to escape through the window. There is a fire escape stairway. You climb onto the generator, out the window, and onto the stairs. The generator is chugging away. It is fueled by potent grain alcohol. Its fuel gauge is at 80%.
Go downstairs.
The stairs end at the roof of an adjacent building. There is a pulley on the other side. There is a small skylight window on the center of the roof.
Look in window.
It's Pickle Inspector, the poor sap trapped in his office by that petty bastard Problem Sleuth. He is currently in his fort. There is no light in his office. His skylight window must not be powered. You suddenly feel weird about standing on the other side of an unpowered window. You feel as though there will probably be metaphysical consequences. A frightening beast appears.
P.S. Alert Pickle Inspector to turn on his window.
You have a feeling your portly ally is in trouble somehow. You pound against the wall, but the inspector is in his fort, off in his own world.
Drink whiskey and go into fort.
You decide to take the matter up with him directly. You take a healthy swig from your flask of whiskey to boost your imagination, and duck into the old fort.
AD, address this beast situation. Appease the beast by doing the truffle shuffle.
In a stirring homage to the tubby boy Chunk in The Goonies, you lift your shirt and produce the most blubber-jostling jig you can muster. You are quickly slain by the hungry beast.
No, wait, never mind.
You really like The Goonies, and you think the beast probably does too, but you think a little restraint is called for in this situation.
Use your keys to kill the beast.
You squeeze the trigger of your Tommy gun and fill the creature with lead. The beast is unfazed. You are down to only 5% ammo, and you doubt the remainder of your bullets will finish off the encroaching monster.
Get the fuck out of here.
You run up the stairs into the safety of your window.
Vomit up key.
You can't just vomit things on command. That's ridiculous. On the other hand, when there's liquor in your system, that's a different story.
Take a healthy swig of whiskey to restore some vim.
Well, okay, it's not whiskey, but you decide to open your cruet of brandy and throw back a stiff belt. The alcohol has no effect on your vim characteristic, but it quickly maxes out your crude little imagination gauge. The room starts spinning. You'll need to duck into a safe place to expend the imagination fast.
Go into fort.
You are standing in your imaginary office. You can hardly believe how shitty your imagination is.
Pick up poorly drawn gun.
You pick up the shitty gun. You'd be shocked if it worked at all.
Head over to P.I.'s place for imaginary mixer.
Problem Sleuth is already there, trying to get into the locked office.
Knock furiously on the door.
You shatter the glass with your beefy fist.
Look inside.
It is Pickle Inspector's imaginary office. He sure knows how to live it up. He uses his potent imaginative powers to replace the broken door with one of solid steel. Problem Sleuth is gone. He probably went downstairs.
Follow him.
You find Problem Sleuth on the street. He is rounding up items scattered on the street and tying them to the magnetic tape. It looks like he brought down a large bag of candy corn from his office. He may have considered tying it to the tape, but it is too heavy to be hauled up through the window. It probably will need to be hauled up by something stronger, like a rope, perhaps one slung around a pulley.
P.S. Send tape up with hammer and phone part.
You let go of the tape. It is reeled in through the window with the items. Unfortunately, the hammer catches on the window's power cord and unplugs it. A terrifying beast appears. You are both armed with imaginary weapons and ready for melee.
P.S. Get that dog-walking gentleman to help you out.
The gentleman appears to be a brainless non-entity.
A.D. Use half-dead body as a bait for that monster.
Battle technique. Torso flail. The beast gobbles the torso. He is temporarily placated by the red meat.
AD and PS. Fire at will.
Your imaginary guns seem to be no more effective than pea shooters. Ace's bullets barely manage to clear the barrel. The beast suffers minimal damage.
A.D. Get closer to the beast and fire.
You stand on the cinder blocks and take aim. Your piece of shit gun jams and explodes. The beast takes significant damage. Ace Dick loses an imaginary life. Ace Dick has returned to the physical plane. You are feeling nauseous from the earlier boost to your imagination. You puke.
Check on imaginary battle.
Problem Sleuth has been slain by the beast. You wake up from your imaginary boss battle with a very real hangover. You quickly drink some coffee to restore your vim.
P.S. Plug window back in. Examine loot tied to tape.
The recording device reeled in the phone receiver and the hammer.
Put your phone back together.
Finally, you can field some phone calls from flustered broads. You put the hammer in your inventory.
Call PI with newly assembled phone.
You don't know Pickle Inspector's number, or if he even has a phone. Besides, your rotary dial appears to have strange symbols on it rather than numbers. You vaguely recall seeing somewhere the sequence of symbols star, heart, horseshoe. However, you can't quite remember the symbols star, heart, horseshoe. You will need the piece of paper with star, heart, horseshoe written on it if you wish to remember the sequence star, heart, horseshoe.
A.D. Search through your vomit to find your key.
You pick up the small key.
Check if the key works on the lock in the safe room.
You unlock the lock and open the door. Powerful fumes waft into your nostrils.
P.S. Use hammer to pry boards off door in safe room.
You pry at the boards with the hammer. But before you can pry any off, the door swings open, away from the boards. It seems the boards never actually served to obstruct the door in the first place.
AD and PS. Examine rooms.
You stand on the cinder blocks and take aim. Your piece of shit gun jams and explodes.